Heya, welcome back to Bluebean's Not So Daily, exposing our classmates. I'm Anna, and today I'm gonna tell you about this guy who was my childhood friend. So it all started back in first grade. I was at the park one sunny afternoon, swinging on the monkey bars, when I noticed this boy sitting alone by the ground. He looked all sad and lonely, kicking the dirt, so I walked over and asked, "Hey, are you okay?" He looked up at me and said, "I just don't have any friends." I felt bad, so I said, "Well, I'll be your friend," he said. "Really?" I replied, "Yeah." After that, me, Liam, and my other friend Willow started hanging out all the time. We made up this game called Vampires, which was basically tag, but whoever was the vampire had to chase everyone while pretending to bite them. Somehow, Liam always ended up being the vampire, like every single round. He took it way too seriously too, hissing, running around with his arms out, pretending to have fangs. It was hilarious. Fast forward to third grade, and suddenly Liam thought he was all grown up. He started dating this girl named Maya. I mean, good for him, I guess, until she broke up with him and then immediately started dating my crush. Like, seriously, out of everyone, she had to pick him. I swear, it was like a betrayal. But anyway, that's a whole other story. After the breakup, Liam turned into the most dramatic person ever. He'd come up to me every day and be like, "Anna, do you think Maya will ever love me again?" Or maybe if I write her a song, she'd come back. And I'd just be sitting there like, "Bro, we're 9. Then came fourth grade, and guess what? I ended up in the same class as Liam again. When I saw his name at my table, I groaned out loud. Like the universe was definitely testing me. At first, we just ignored each other, but then things got weird. One day, I joked and called him girly because honestly, he was acting kinda dramatic. But I was totally kidding. He, on the other hand, had been calling me trans for no reason. By the way, I'm not, so I was just teasing him back. But then he looked at me and said, "I'll kiss you right now to prove I'm straight." Excuse me, my jaw dropped. Like, who says that? And to make it worse, this boy had the dirtiest hats I've ever seen. I swear, they looked like they'd survived 3 zombie apocalypses. Crusty, dusty, probably lice-infested beanies that he wore every single day. A few years later, during middle school, it got worse. Liam started this phase where he'd be trying to collect girls like their POKÉMON cards. It started when he started dating this girl named Jasmine. She was super sweet and a smart student who was kind to everyone. For a while, things were normal. I don't really know everything that happened during their relationship. But one day, Jasmine comes crying to lunch. My friend Willow, who's still my bestie, tells me, "Girl, did you hear? Liam was flirting with another girl behind Jasmine's back." I was like, "You're lying," she said. "No, I literally saw him sharing a cookie with Kayla in the cafeteria and calling her princess." A cookie, y'all. That's serious in middle school terms. When Jasmine found out, she confronted him by the lockers and said, "You said I was your one and only." And Liam, dead serious, goes, "I meant one and only for that week." The audacity. So obviously, Jasmine dumped him, and he acted like he was the victim. He walked around for days saying things like, "No one understands real love anymore. Nobody cares about me." Sir, you are in middle school. Calm down. Fast forward a month, and guess what? He started dating Kayla, the cookie girl. Everyone was already side-eyeing them, but they didn't care. They were one of those couples who hug in the hallway. I hate when school couples do that. It makes me sick. But karma came fast, because turns out he was texting another girl named Maya, same Maya from elementary school. Kayla found out because Liam forgot to mute his phone during lunch, and Maya texted, "Miss you, my vampire." Oh, I'm dying of cringe. Anyways, Kayla saw it, snatched the phone, and started yelling, "So you're texting her?" The whole cafeteria went silent. Liam tried to say, no, that's my cousin. But then Maya said, I'm not his cousin. They both broke up with him on the spot. I had to turn my head down to pretend I'm eating because I was this close to bursting out laughing. For the next few days, some people would start calling him the girlfriend loser because he loses girlfriends. I couldn't stop laughing on the inside because of it.
Hey guys, it's Tara, and today I've got a wild story for you. I'm gonna be exposing a student, we'll call him Brian. So basically, this kid was just too much. He always found a way to make everyone uncomfortable, like it was his full-time job or something. One time during lunch, it was the start of the school year. Me and my friend Leela were just chilling and talking, until that peace was ruined by Brian. He comes up to me and says something about his skin tone after being in the sun, trying to compare it to mine. It was so random and just weird. Like, what made you think that was okay to say? And he did stuff like that all the time. He'd walk up to darker-skinned kids and make comments comparing himself to them. Or he'd joke around with his friends about who was more or less something. It was just uncomfortable and pretty weird. Fast forward a bit, one day during free period, I'm just relaxing, minding my business, and my friend runs up to me looking all shocked. She goes, Brian might get suspended. He got caught with something the teacher thought was a vape. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda relieved for once. Like, finally, a little peace and quiet. But then it turns out, plot twist, he didn't actually get suspended, because apparently, it wasn't even a vape. It was literally a pencil. So now I'm just sitting there like, how do you even confuse those two? Like, Miss Coolman, are you good? Do we need to schedule you an eye exam? Anyway, that was the one and only time I almost got a break from Brian, all because of a pencil.
Hello, my skibidi alphas, I'm Rap. Today, I'm gonna tell you a wild story about my PE teacher in 4th grade. So basically, I moved to and started at a new school that year. All my teachers and classmates were nice, and at first, my PE teacher seemed nice too, but apparently, he had a reputation. My friend, we'll call him Dan, told me that the teacher once yelled at a 1st grader and even gave him a demerit. If you don't know what a demerit is, it's a slip that says you did something wrong and gives you a certain number of points. If you got 15 points, you'd get detention. Around 20 to 30, you're looking at a suspension. I'm not sure how many would get you expelled though, but I didn't think too much of it, because honestly, kids at that age are absolutely cooked. Anyway, I thought this teacher was my favorite at first. After warm-ups one day, I was the last to finish, and he said he had to race me. Let me say that again. Race me, bro. I was in 4th grade, and this man was at least 40 years old, still scoring 10 seconds on the basketball court like it was nothing. I knew I was cooked, but I locked in, and I won. After that, I was convinced I was his favorite, but then plot twist. As I was leaving school on the last day, Dan told me the PE teacher got fired. Apparently, at the high school associated with our elementary and middle school, he hit a 14-year-old girl. And yeah, so he was absolutely cooked.
Hey, my awesome blue stars, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to comment with blue hearts if you've reached this far, and also mention whose story was your favorite. Peace out, my awesome blue stars. Bye